Okay, some of the reconnaissance tools available. Uh, my screen is visible
No, sir.
now.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir.
Fine. So, in the reconnaissance is nothing but information gathering. If you can start noting down the few of the comments which help us to uh, obtain the initial information. So one already we have seen about who is website, who is database. From that you are going to get the information of the registration details of the website, web address, contact information, IP address, etc. and so on. So now another tool is called as Netcraft. Netcraft. So Netcraft, it is an internet service company, right? It provides it provides the information about list of subdomain and the operating system of the corresponding services. So go to the Netcraft website. Active Cyber Defense. It is providing. So in BMS site, let us go with the uh, searching. Request trial. So it is asking for all details. So previously it was allowed us to directly search for resources, search DNS. Now they are also site contains. Let us take the https www.bmsit.ac.in. Four not four error. Since what I have provided is wrong HTTP, so they directly push bmsit.ac.in. See, observe here. Previous using UIs, you are obtaining the information about the registration of the website, contact information, IP address. So now in this Netcraft, you are also going to search. Yes, BMSIT has how many different subdomains. See, careers.bmsit.ac.in is another subdomain which exists with the BMSIT website. Getting? So to gather the information about subdomains of a website, you are going to get. Let us go with the google.com. How many subdomains are there? Let us check. Google.com. So many google.com subdomains are there. One is main site, the second is mail.google, docs.google, accounts.google, drive.google, translate, calendar, whichever application they have launched. You can see the operating system which they are used to the work with the sites. So if you want to know more detail about the suppose mail.google.com, there is a site report. You click on that site report, you are going to obtain the site information. Site title is Gmail, rank is third rank, global ranking, right. Date first seen June 2004 it was launched. Gmail is email, that's institution efficient, 1.15 GB of storage, less spam and mobile access. So Gmail site information you are going to get. The hosting company is Google. hosting country, it was hosted in US. IPv4 address is this. IPv4 autonomous systems is this. IPv6 is hexadecimal coded autonomous system, reverse DNS, domain, etc. All those deep information you are going to find. Google is just not one server; it's a multiple servers located in a different locations, different location, to avoid the downtime time of the Google. Right. So you can, even it is going to show the in the Google map where it was exactly located. History, hosting history. When the updated versions of Google's were launched, all those things it is going to show. You can observe here. Last recent update was given is 21st May. Last seen is this one. If you look into the in detail, what kind of patches they have uploaded, all those things, hosting history, you are going to get this. So sender policy framework, web trackers, who are all the tracking the web, one known tracker identified. So server side information is SSL technology they have used, client side is JavaScript they have used to deploy the website. See, minute in details of the website google.com is going to get it through the Netcraft tool. Clear? So which technology they use to build the web page? HTML5 they use, doc type, dynamic document type definition. I think you are learning doc type HTML coding, right? HTML5 CSS usage they have made to develop the website, and they use the so this popular sites using these technologies: Coinbase, Xvideos, Amazon.co.in. All in detail information you are going to obtain from the Netcraft tool. Clear? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then now, after knowing the one more information gathering tool about the website and the subdomains and the software operating system they worked on, etc. and so on, now we are going to learn more about the Google search. Many of us, we know that Google search engine help us to explore the content to what we desired or needed. Right now I'm going to talk about the Google search, how Google search is helpful for the hacker. How Google search is helpful for the hacker. So there are several basic operators in Google search. You can note down one by one. One is called as site operator. So it limits the search site. The site operator limits the search site. For example, if you type Microsoft, if you want to search about Microsoft.com, you can Microsoft.com. When you enter, it is going to provide Microsoft as a first page, first link, and remaining Microsoft component object model, something else it is mixed with the Microsoft. It might be relevant to the Microsoft, but something is mixed with the Microsoft. So, but if you use the operator called a site operator, site colon Microsoft, you are targeting the Microsoft that all related Microsoft website domain, subdomain information you are going to obtain. So site Microsoft.com. Previously some Wikipedia site was there. Now it is totally all the sites which is relevant to the Microsoft. You can refine this query here, site Microsoft.com. Suppose if you want to exclude some of the site like www.microsoft.com, .com. If you don't want to include the commercial companies of the .com, it is going to hide the subdomains. Only it is going to display the only it is going to display the com sites, Microsoft com site. It is going to hide the subdomain of the Microsoft. This is called as site operator. It helps us to it help us to reach the specific domain of that domain content and subdomain. If you want to exclude the commercial site of subdomain of this, you can extend that query. Site Microsoft.com. You are searching for Microsoft.com, but you want to exclude other subdomains of Microsoft.com. Meaning of it, it is going to display. See, you can observe the links of that .com, all the .com it is listing. Getting? If you go with the normal search, how we are searching the Google, it is going to display all other subdomainers. You can observe here. Getting? This is called as site operator. So the second basic operator of the Google search is the in title. Suppose if you are checking, you want to know about the ethical hacking. If you want to know about the ethical hacking, so in the web page which has the ethical hacking word or statement, all those it is going to be searched. So you can, if you want to look about only the ethical hacking, the website which has the keyword ethical hacking, it is going to be displayed in title. You can observe ethical hacking. You can observe in all the website links there is an words called as ethical hacking. You can just look into that. It is called as in title. What it will do? Search exactly pattern of the string. The third operator called as in URL. In URL. Suppose the website which has the URL like login, all the website which they have the web page called as login is going to display in your search. Yes, you can observe admin login. This website has a login information. This website has login. This admin login. This website has login. All the website which they have the login, page, it is going to be displayed. These are all the commands which help us to gather the information about the targeted. So see, all the pages it is going to be displayed as a login, the site which has a login page, right? This is called as in URL. So in the in URL there is one more sub command in URL. In the in URL Microsoft.com. So file type PDF. See here, it is going to display all domain and subdomain of Microsoft.com, which has the file type is PDF file type. You can observe here, probably you may be visible here, PDF, all the website which has a PDF content which is relevant to the Microsoft. So if you go with some other company, see the BMS IT and its domain, which has PDF, PDF, PDF. All the PDF is going to be get it listed. Getting?
Yes, sir.
So one more file type. If you want to search for PPT, if you want to search for PPT in Microsoft.com, file type is PPT type. Again, you can refine and narrow down your search. You are targeted for ethical hacking. You can locate in the ethical hacking, you are going to get the PPT. So, which is relevant to the Microsoft. Right? Getting? This is refining the narrow downing the search to locate a specific exactly what you want to what you want from the targeted machine. You are going to extract the basic information. So one more interesting, using in URL, you are trying to locate the camera, the IP cameras, which is located somewhere else in this world. You are going to try to penetrate into the cameras which are not protected online. You can locate using the command in URL control user image dot html. In URL control user image dot html means the control that path user image dot html, it is going to locate the CC camera of a particular location. Somewhere it was installed to monitor the activities around the camera, but these cameras are not protected with the passwords. If these cameras are protected with the passwords, they were unable to visible or unable to penetrate into the camera. So let us take the example of the camera which has control user image. The in URL control user image, whichever the site they have, all those it is going to be displayed. So now there is a live camera is there. Let us look into this camera, but don't try to modify the settings of the camera. It will be offense. It will become an offense. This is a camera. It is installed somewhere in the country, some countries at the somewhere at the nearby the river to monitor the activities of the people. It's a live image, live camera. You can observe the cloud is moving. You can observe somebody is moving inside. Yes. This is the admin control panel. Don't touch the thing. Only this is for demonstration to make you understand. If you are installed the camera within your premises, try to protect with the password. If you are using IP camera without password, the people will access your premises remotely through these kind of the commands. This is one example. The another example you can look somewhere in between. Let's go with this. See, This is a highway. There is a highway. It's almost the morning time. Their morning time is 8 o'clock 9 minutes. It is you can check the even location also. See, unprotected cameras. You can observe there is a vehicle below the bridge. Right, to monitor the traffic and the traffic offenses, probably they might have installed this camera. Got it? So with the help of the in URL, basic operator of the Google, you are able to locate some live camera, IP cameras, which is installed, not protected with password. This is called as passive attack because you are observing. See here, hilltop is there to monitor the people. They are moving or surrounding that hill station. It is installed. It is a tip drop like that. If anybody is jumping from the top, it is going to be recorded. Getting? This is in URL command. Don't try to modify, you will be under trouble otherwise. Suppose if you want to know about the targeted machine of IP, you can use the ipaddress.com. ipaddress.com. So the my IPv4 address is 233.186.159.102. See, it is going to show the details about that IP address. To know your IP address, type this ipaddress.com. It is going to fetch your IP address. Show full report about my IP and system. If you click on that, it is going to tell I'm using Airtel broadband, connection type cable, web browser I'm using Chrome, my operating system is 8.1. See all the detailed information it is going to get. So from where I am operating this IP, from Karnataka, India, Bangalore, postal code it is not showing properly. It is just locating. IP address aptitude, through this you can locate me to the current location, right? This is the reconnaissance, means target collecting the information through the targeted machine. So one more tool is available, that is harvesting tool. Email harvester. The harvester once it is opened, virtual machine, I will show you by that time. So I hope I made you understand about the reconnaissance tool using the basic operator set of the Google. So many commands are there, only few are I'm able to listed it here. Remaining I'm leaving you to explore more basic operators. The one more tool called as email harvest. Using this tool, you can check the email accounts, username, host name, subdomain, etc. Find email address and host name using Google through the harvester tool. So it needs the Kali Linux to make use of it. So I'm opening that Kali Linux now. So in the Kali Linux, the harvester is the tool which is used to find the email address, host name using the harvester. The harvester, option H. So that command is deprecated. Let's try with one more command. D. Suppose website, I'm trying to search for nptel.ac.in, or I'll go with our site itself, bmsit.ac.in. Option B, all. Oh, the harvester H is capital case. So missing API keys is one another vulnerable. See here, users found 15 different kinds of information. BMS IT Bangalore Admission Consultancy, BMS IT Placement Office, Drakshaveni G Assistant Professor, EDC BMS IT Entrepreneurship, Arshita S Prakash, AMS Intern, Electrical Engineer. See, some of the emails are exposed using the harvester tools. Getting? So this is another tool of reconnaissance. So one more tool to find out the DNS enumeration. DNS enumeration. Suppose if you have an IP address, if you don't know about the name of the domain, you can search through this DNS enumeration, or if you know the name of the domain, to obtain the IP address of it, you can obtain that one. Information such as IP address, server name, and server functionalities can be discovered. We can interact with DNS client such as tool host for DNS enumeration. So let us demonstrate it here. Host T, option T, NS. Let's take Microsoft.com. So DNS, how many DNS servers are there? According to this, it has 4 DNS servers, domain name servers. Right? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Suppose if you want to know about the mail exchange server of the Microsoft, host, option T, MX. MX is stands for Mail Exchange Server. See, Microsoft.com dot mail dot protection dot outlook.com. This is the mail exchange server maintained by Microsoft. Clear? This is about the collecting information demonstration regarding reconnaissance. Fine. Okay, now let us go through the class concepts. Again, I will come back with the demonstration in the next class about the scanning, how to do scanning, specific scanning using different tools and all. Okay. Yesterday, we in the previous class we have seen the social engineering life cycle and what is social engineering. And now today we are going to make understand about social what is different types of classification of social engineering. So human based social engineering. So here humans are involved to obtain gathering the information between two or more number of persons. Here it needs an interaction with humans. It means person to person contact and then retrieving the desired information. People use human based social engineering techniques in different ways. The top popular methods are the following are the top popular methods: impersonating an employee or a valid user. So on behalf of the employee, you are acting as an employee of that organization and you are talking about the company details and all, impersonating. Then posing as an important user. So from that, by posting some of the statements, they are trying to make you you are the important, he is the important to you, to do the communication with you, etc. and so on. They are doing that one, posing as an important user, using a third person as a third person, like the posting the ads on behalf of the company. If you buy through my firm, you are going to get very good services and all such kind of the activities they are carrying out during in the social media. Calling technical support, like acting as a technical support. So do you have a fridge in your home? If you say yes, which model, which company, if do you need any service for that, etc. and so on. So in the name of the supporting staff or calling call support engineer, they are keep on calling you to track and gather the information about you. They and when they are started calling you several times, they will start asking about your family also. How many of you are there, which how much of the liter of the fridge you have, 1,000 liter. Then probably you might have a 2 or 3 person in the home. They will start gathering such information. Finally one fine day they will attack, either through the over the network or through physically. They may intrude your home system, right? Such kind of attacks are there, that is happening currently. Shoulder surfing, dumpster diving. Shoulder surfing is nothing but somebody is keying in, entering the password, and behind them somebody is peeping into the keyboard to know about what they are typing, what is the password of that account, etc. and so on. So that these in detail I am going to discuss in the down the slides. The second classification of social engineering is computer based social engineering. Here computer is involved. First one is human is involved, here computer is involved. So computer software that attempts to retrieve the desired information, for example, fake S. Fake S means it's a phishing attack, smishing, wishing, etc. That's a fake S. Then attachments, by attaching the dangerous content to the email ID and sending to you, asking you to download, attaching the PDF file to the email ID. When you download and open that one, it is going to trigger some executable code, and they are trying to control your system remotely. Right. Then pop-up windows. I so when you open up some the e-commercial websites, then relevant to your previous search of the information, some ads are popping up to create interest on that ads, and they may indirectly ask you to click the ad links. Through that, they are also doing the attacks. So the impersonation, as I said, the person is involved to interact with the person. Through that, they are trying to collect the information. So that is called as impersonations. Usually, to attacker, sets of valid credentials are a coveted asset. An attacker who has obtained valid user credentials through social engineering technique has the ability to roam the network with impunity, searching for valuable data. So usually in lag data, the attacker's activities are easily hidden due to the inability to see the subtle differences in behaviors and access characteristics. Yet this phase of the classic attack chain often represents the lengthiest portion of the attack. So impersonation, because it won't happen over the one day or the one night of that day, is there keep on tracking the person to get the data and valuable information of them. So they are keep on trying since week, month, year, sometimes 10 years also. So posing as an important user, it's another type of attack. The hacker pretends to be a VIP or a high-level manager who has the authority to use computer systems or file. So probably if you are applied for any internship or the job opportunity, some of other side they will call you. I am so and so HR person from so and so. He is claiming that so if you share your other ID, even OTP, etc., and so on, they are trying to attack in that way. That is called as posing as an important user. Being a third party, in this attack, the hacker pretends to have a permission from an authorized person to use the computer system. It works when the authorized person is unable for some time. So, for example, if you have a laptop with you, suppose in a room there are three friends are there in the room. So one person having laptop, others are not. That person leave attended that system. The another person is using his system on behalf of him and sending the mails on in the name of him. So he is claiming that he is that person, original person. So but actually it is not a original person. Being a third party is sending such kind of mails and all, right? That is another kind of attack. So desktop support, calling tech for assistant is a classical social engineering technique. So like help desk, like calling as a help desk, technical support personnel, helping users, etc., and so on. They're also doing some social engineering attacks. See, wherever it is possible, the human is going to give up his credentials easily. The people are trying to cheat you, are trying to get the sensitive data to target you. So because you should most of the time you are in the online, so you must be very careful to avoid these kind of incidents. Shoulder surfing, as I said, surfing is the technique of gathering passwords by watching over a person's shoulder while they log in into the system. Somebody is logging into the system, behind him someone is watching you, which keyword you are pressing, etc. and so on. By observing your things later, they can make use of your password to gain the access of that system. Dumpster living involves in the trash for information written on pieces of paper or computer printers. So these kind of the dumpster diving is that many a times it is difficult to remember the password for multiple accounts. Probably what we are going to do is we are going to write the password on the paper, or we are going to write it in the notepad, or we are going to save in a somewhere. So people are trying to fetch such kind of the details about the passwords, and they will make use of those passwords, and they will gaining the access of your accounts. Through your accounts, you are going they are going to get all the details of like personal details of date of birth, email id, phone number, address, etc. and so on. The hackers can often find passwords, file names, or other pieces of confidential information like SSN, PAN, credit card numbers, etc. So it is also called as dumpstering, binning, thrashing, garbaging, or garbage cleaning. So it's scavenging. So dumpster diving is also called as dumpstering, binning, thrashing. So sometimes what happens, we are deleting some files. Usually those are going to be dumped into a recycle bin. So some other users, if they sit onto the surf or internet, so they are going to recover those files which just now you deleted as in the recycle bin. Through that, they are gaining the information about you. So that's called as a dumpster diving. So some one exercise is there. Try to prepare 4 scenarios of any social engineering attack. Try to find out, have you been hacked website. You can yesterday also it is already I was explored this one. You keep on checking yourself whether your email is attacked or hacked by somebody else. The exercise is prepare at least 4 scenario of any social engineering attacks. So let us understand about the other kind of social engineering, that is computer based, that is fakes. So fakes is nothing but there are phishing attacks. F by PH, that is phishing. Phishing involves false as charts or websites designed to impersonate a real system with the goal of capturing sensitive data. So you can just look into the figure here. So some on behalf of somebody, someone is trying to steal your data. For example, if cloning the website as it is from like original page, but some of the links are the fraud ones. If you when you click on that links, it is going to collect the information about you. So a message might come from a bank or other well-known institution with the need to verify your login information. Usually when we go with login information, when we go with forget password, in that case they will ask enter the school name or the parent name or the, so means security question they are asking. When you answer that, if you are not observing it is coming from the unknown person, if you feel that it is come from the well-known person, definitely you are going to provide the such secret answer. When you provide that such secret answer through the forget password, they are going to hack the account. It will usually be a mocked up login page with all the right logos to look legitimate. Similar, exactly, it is looking like a login period of login page of the original website, but not actually. It is not. So the term was coined in 1996 by hackers who were stealing American online internet accounts by scamming passwords without the knowledge of AOL users. So they replaced fake S by phishing, PH. So they replaced fake S by PH. PH is nothing but phishing. So how they are claiming? They are claiming as a legitimate website, but some of the links are the actually bad links. When you click that particular bad links, you are the victim of the attackers. And it's another term is baiting. It is again social engineering attack. So yeah, pen drive, or sometime probably you might find on the way when you are moving or passing through your streets, you may going to get a pen drive which is unattended. Then you feel that you are feeling happy that, oh, pen drive, I got a pen drive, so no need to buy from outside. So I saved 400 or 1000 rupees because I got pen drive. When you keep that pen drive and when you insert that into your system, immediately it launches the attack. So such kind of the things are called as baiting, means unattended. Either it is CD, USB drives, etc. and so on. So this is attack. Baiting is the attack. The hacker leaves a malware infected floppy disk, CD drive, USB flash drives sure to be found, and simply waits for the victim to use the device. They are indirectly attacking you. Just they are expecting you to use that device and inserting that into the system. So they will keep your system as an attacking system. Okay, this is called as baiting. The attachment, as I said, that it is sent by scammers, may have attachment that includes malicious code inside the attachment. Those attachments can include keyloggers to users, capture users passwords, viruses, trojans, or worms. Usually the attachments is a harmful attachments. It uses usually the coding like keylogging information. Whatever you type onto the keyboard, they are going to capture. So through that they are accessing your system. So pop-up windows are can be also used in a social engineering attack. So it adverts the special offers may attempt users to unintentionally install malicious software. These are all these are the classification of social engineering attack. Any questions are there till now? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now answer your attendance. Any questions are there?
No, sir.
Clear, right? So in the next class, we're going to discuss about don't be a victim of, become a victim of several incidents that is happening in the cyber world. Okay, we'll discuss that one in
Yes,
the next
sir.
class. Okay. Now USN 11 to 15 answer for the questions, MCQ questions. Eleven. Who is USN 11? 11 is over, I think. 12.
No, sir. 11 not over.
Not over, right? Okay. Domain name system and domain name server, DNS stands for. Depends on the context it is going to use. Okay.
Sir, Benacar is present, sir.
I'm not called it.
Okay, sir.
So question I am going to post. Answer for it. Which of the following refers to the violation of principle if a computer is no more accessible? Answers are access control, confidentiality, availability, all of the above. Which of the following refers to the violation of the principle if a computer is no more accessible? So what is cybersecurity? CIA triad. Confidentiality, integrity, availability. When computer is not accessible
Access
no
control,
more, which is the option it is going to get? Which one?
Question is access control.
No.
Access control.
Access control is the set of the principles used to control the access of the system. But in the cyber security triad, confidentiality, integrity, availability. So among these three, when the computer is not no more accessible means it is completely controlled. It is completely controlled means if it is not available to anybody to access means it is violating the principle of CIA. So the right answer is C. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next. Which of the following refers to the technique used for verifying the integrity of the message? This is, I think, behind the discussion. You try to identify the answer for this. Digital signature, decryption algorithm, protocol, message digest. It is message digest rather than digital signature, right? It's a message digest. Verifying the integrity of the message. Integrity of the message is nothing but, so if you are sending a message from you, hi sir, if you are sending message, hi sir, I am receiving it as it is which you have sent, hi sir. If I am receiving something else, hi sir, good morning, one more added word it is coming along with what you have sent, it is modified message. It, in that case, that message fails in the integrity. So usually the message digest technique used for controlling integrity of the message. Okay. The next. Which of the following port and IP address scanner famous among the users? I told you explore more of the scanners. Which of the following port and IP address scanner famous for most of the users? Cain and Abel, Angry IP scanner, Snort, Ettercap.
Angry IP.
Angry IP scanner, right? So this is a type of hacking tool usually used by both white hat hacker and black hat types of hackers. It is very famous among the users because it helps to find the weaknesses in the network devices. Angry IP hacker. Good. The next. Next student. In ethical hacking and cyber security, there are dash types of scanning. How many types of scanning? Three types of scam. Which are those? Code scanning, network scanning, and vulnerability scanning. Good. Next. In system hacking, which of the following is the most crucial activity? Most crucial activity. Which is the crucial activity? Information gathering, covering tracks, cracking passwords, none of the above. Most crucial, very important. Which one? Cracking password. Why? If password is less than 8 bit, 8 character, if the password set is only 3 digits, it can be easily hacked within a day. If password is above the 5 digit, below the 6 digit, it can be hacked within a month. If password is 8 digit, it takes year to crack that password, even for advanced computing systems. If password is more than 10 bits, 10 characters, mixed mode of characters, that too, it requires years to crack the password. So cracking, yes, we are getting information gathering, all the information, but cracking is also a most important. Information gathering is also required to hack the systems. Once if you compromise entering into the system, cracking is also a very important. Yes, both answer is right. Information gathering as well as cracking. Even covering tracks also right, important, because you should not be identified by the victim to get punishable. Right? That is also important. Among the three, if you are not cracking the password, you are not going to gain the access of the system. Right? Okay. Answer the attendance now. Any questions are there? Specific questions?